Okay, it's me, GappaMagix. I'm about to go outside. Here's the date and time to prove what time it is. That's definitely not where I am. I'm not in that Hennepin County. And anyway, this is a short that I filmed yesterday, January 28th, 2026.
Alright, this is GappaMagix. I'll be filming 3-minute short after short for the next couple little bits of walk because my phone battery ran out since it's cold outside. It is rather cold, probably 5 degrees. And anyway, that phone likes to turn off when it's cold. I will, if I have to, go charge the phone and then bring it back over here. But here's stuff right here. These are all going to be private videos that I may record onto the phone. And anyway, here's another part. And what it is. What am I looking at here? That looks like it's sit there. Nest down there. I don't know if that's deer or Bigfoot. But if I tell you, I was going to mimic. Just gonna walk her. Now, well, I just stepped into the start of a print. This is my print right here. This is all there already. So my boot accidentally did a little bit of it, but that's a print. Big print. No, I'm not sick either. It's cold out. So if you don't know, when it's cold outside, it's natural bodily function for your body to sniff.
To sniff your nose.
Back here, I yield it. That's a huge little spot right there, because I sat right there. I knew there was a huge gully back here. What's that? I guess that's it, really. I'm not going to go down there and walk back up. This is the only short I'm going to do. I'm going to walk back. Today is January 28th, 2026. I am
Magic.
3-minute short.
Now, at the end of the day, I just wanted to show that filmed over there yesterday. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go walk back. Well, I'm going to ride my bride-to-be, Miss Emar B's bicycle that I bought for her, vintage bicycle. I'm going to ride that back to the 8th Street Hill, and I'm going to walk over to the other side of the area over there. So I'm going to pause it now until I get there. Alright, here I am. Let you know I locked your bike up. Don't want no one to steal that fine, priceless work of art. And especially for a girl's bike, that thing is highly durable. I put that thing not as if it's a mountain bike or a stunt bike, but I rode it very aggressively. And that thing, believe it or not, has the original tires on it from the 80s, 1980s. And anyway, like I said in the intro, I'm walking this way. It's about 9 or 8 degrees outside, above zero. Now I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to try to be quiet for a second in case spirit's here. That's just a bundle of sticks. But But look at this. So I didn't notice this the other day. There's a put. Like I said, I'm gonna have to say it again too. I swear on my soul and to the galaxies of the unknown realms of the infinity realms of the earth of the universe, I didn't do any type of altercations around this area or do anything. So this is, wow, this is, I'm not joking, this is in there. Wow. And anyway, a little rabbit, I guess this is where the rabbits sleep. And anyway though, I'm gonna go this way. I walked that way last time. Remember, I had fun pretending as if someone's looking out the windows there, the old folks' home. Maybe they thought I was Sasquatch. Now, what we're gonna look for is irregular bendings of sticks or stuff put in places where it's, how you say, put there, meaning not natural. And these things, oh my God, do I hate these things. They get all over your clothes, especially if you're trying to have fun snowboarding or skiing, I guess, or just outside hiking. And anyway, now, wow, there's a nest up there too. Possibly an owl nest, possibly a hawk nest, crow nest, possibly too. Now, this is the other pile right here that I didn't come up this way. So we're just gonna kind of be around here for a second. My camera shut off before I walked past all this area. Walked past on that trail right there above it. And as well. Anyway, this looks irregular, this stick. But, I mean, I don't know. This big pile of brush right here. It was once something, and they decided, or it decided to put a bunch of brush there. I mean, it's a clearing, obviously. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's a circle clearing. I'm not gonna walk in it though. It's for my own spiritual belief. We're just showing it. Be the one to pest around here, Sasquatch land or whatnot. And anyway, the trees growing into each other. See if we can zoom in. That was owl, or Sasquatch mimicking, or a mimic, or skinwalker. And what's really going on right here? There's 2 or 3 little piles right there. Like, I'm gonna go out on a limb with this and say, like, the baby Bigfoots are practicing gathering sticks and putting them there. I mean, I don't know. And then bipedal humanoid creatures, whatever they want to be called. And anyway, mimics, skinwalkers. Now here we go. I see what I see right now. I see a put. A couple of them. A whole lot of them actually. All these are puts. This is in the earth, and it's, oh my God, look at this. All right, that's it. You want to say that I'm lying? Here's another part right here. Look at this. This is stuck in the ground. I know it is because of how it's in there. And then look at this. That is woven in together. Okay, now, basically, this is make your own little hut, teepee right here, whatnot, chill out spot. And then there's another spot right here. They kind of bent everything and got stuff ready to make it something. I mean, I'm not for sure how to say it besides knowing what I see. They cleared all that, right? And then they're gonna build something right here. And these are all the sticks that can be bent in my opinion, I'm guessing. And those also are, like, how you say, ones where they could use as like the roof and then put smaller sticks on top of them. I believe it's skinwalker or bipedal humanoid creature or mimic. Now, I read online forum about mimic. Mimic is a bunch of different things. Could be a lab animal grown in the lab, hybrid gene pooling, Deadpool, I guess, similar type theory. And then they release it to see what would happen, just to do it. And then, as well, like what I've seen on one of the channels, and it's a true story. It's documented in the FBI database in Wisconsin. Wolfman eating his own family. That's recent, believe it or not. And he is still at large, believe it or not. And in the story, it says that when you see the creature, it's gonna have a red collar on it, and it's not an actual collar. It's the neck, or the top neck of the sweater, Christmas sweater he was wearing once he was still a human before it changed. Now, I don't know. This is the next theory on that statement. Some people think that it's possible alien altering of human DNA, alien abduction, or zapping you with some type of particle. I don't even know what to say, but anyway, some type of something. And anyway, I don't know what I'm really looking at here, but this is, I don't know if this is naturally fallen or what, but like I said, I skipped all this last time. I was walking down there pretending to be Bigfoot, thinking it's funny. And anyway, there's a mile marker here or something. It's a very strange little spot right here. I was down there right on the sidewalk where I rode the bike over here. I was trying to stare up here. To be honest, like, even when you're trying to look up here, you don't really see anything. I mean that. It's weird. Right there. Oh my god. I literally see like a fort was like made into, what's that? It's like boxed up, ready to go type stuff. Sleeping quarters. So we'll go up there once. I want to see. That is literally like a little hut. These are all put here too. Not joking. So weaving in there, set there in that spot right here, in this little nut right here that's holding it, or that, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is this trail right here. I'm below the trail right here. I have to walk over here. I'm not gonna try to climb all over that. It's too much effort. I need to make sure I don't burn calories in case I need to. That's another purpose of doing this activity. Like I said though, these people encroached on his land. I'm not sure when they built all this stuff. It's not, wasn't on my to-do list to figure out when they built all these houses. But as a kid growing up in this city, I remember this woods was wider. And anyway, this has to be like been here. You know what I mean? Like, this is like flat. Deer sit right here and just stare at shit or whatever. And anyway, look at this. Look at this. They did that just to do it. Bend this right here just because, and it's still alive. So once it does start growing again, the bend will go down, and it's hard to explain why they do it. To make it look cool, basically. And anyway, oh my god. I see horns there or something on top of it. down there in the big spot, the big area, that looks more built up. Now, I never came this way when I walked past this way. I'm not sure which trail I was on, but I think I was on the lower one when I walked past the same area again. Then the phone died a little bit before that spot up there when I was over that way. And anyway, now, I just wanna, what is that? Seriously. This. And then it looks like it had a deer or a rabbit, you know, run over it. There's a couple big footprints right here. I don't know what to say. I see horns on that thing though. Let me look. This is like, I know I'm encroaching on property or whatever, you know, someone's house. In my opinion, they built this. I don't think this is man-made. And if it is, I mean, then it is, but I don't think it is. It just doesn't feel like it is at all. And at the end of the day, I'm just gonna walk over here and get a good look here. Oh my god. That is meant to be slept in. For all I know, it's sleeping in there right now with a cloaking device over his body. They even put flowers on top of it and whatnot. And they made it so that house can barely see them. There's a house up there. What I'm gonna do, I want to look kind of closer to it. I don't believe man made this. I honestly don't. Can't be proven if it's bipedal humanoid creature that made it, or man, or human. My opinion is what I said. Someone's having fun though with a chainsaw right here. Should we see if we can put my mark on the land here? Check this out. I did that. That could be useful for Sasquatch or Mimic. Watch this. This has to weigh too. This has to weigh at least 50 pounds. There. Now it's still kind of how it is. I basically just wanted to kick that top part off that was sawed off a little bit. And anyway, that was a good time right there. A judo kick. And if you think that's wrong for me to do that, well, then again, I'm not really doing much that people already didn't do. That was the first thing I ever did wrong, I guess. But at the end of the day, though, I'm not the one who tore down all their land here where they were hiding. Or really whatever it was. I honestly, oh my god. This is it. I've seen it all now. They did this. They've woven this tree archway. I don't have nothing else to say anymore. Look at this. That's for the deers. They made that for them. Look at, they did this. First, this is already fallen down. Then they made it out of it. This tree. Is it in there? It is. That's in the ground. But this is put there like that. So is this. That's intricately put there. This is basically just a stick they found on the ground. So is this. This is nothing. Oh my god, it's literally just there. Interesting. This time I will pass through it. Now, here's the spot. The main headquarters or lair or whatever of bipedal humanoid creature. In my opinion, skinwalker now. Here's something. I'm staring right at it. This is broke. for no reason. Just broke to do it. And then what I see here next, see this woven. I'm not joking when I say this stuff. Look at this. This is all woven in between them. Now who's who? Human beings don't just do that just to do it. Meaning it's sitting here and it's bored. And I mean what I'm about to say. This is philosophy right here. Sitting here and it's bored, and it sees what it could do, and it's supposed to probably stick over the trail, and it decides to weave it in and out of these sticks of the tree, so it's out of the way, and as well possibly look cool if it does grow again. Meaning, knock on wood for it to grow again for him. But like I said, I just smell something. Smell pure stink. Not joking. Here's the back side of this. Bad taste in my mouth too. Probably from a little bit of bad juju for kicking that stump over. But then again, though, I made it so they could use that stump once they realize it's not in the ground anymore. And anyway, I'm not gonna go in there, but I'm gonna look closer again. Oh my God, what's this? It's just sitting here. I didn't notice this last time. There's no reason for it to be here, but it is. Interesting. And then for all I know, it's in there right now, and I'm like, it's looking right at me, and it's invisible. That's what this legend says. Oh my God. Okay, I rest my case. What's that? Right here. Looks like 4 fingertips. Got deer went in there, I guess. I mean, this is a lot of time and effort to do that, make all this. I mean, you can't deny their skill at making stuff out of nothing. And anyway, like, I don't know what to say anymore. Like, look at this. How is that? They decide to weave that in there perfectly like that, and somehow that is a structural piece that holds all of this somehow. All of this stuff. This is, I'm not gonna mess with it too much, but this is literally like in there. And then that's all woven in there. This one right here, woven through all those different bits. This is not human made. Now I'm not going in there though, but there's also a little bucket there I didn't see. A little bucket where they maybe keep some food or something. Here's my offering that I gave them. They could use it for wipe their ass or something. Piece of paper. I found that on the other day when I don't know if you remember everything I did or whatever I did here, but that was my offering. Use that, wipe their ass or blow their nose if they really need to. And this is, remember, I thought it was a dream catcher or something, but it's an uprooted tree, and that's pure evil. That's a warning. Don't go in here. I promise you that, because from a distance it looks like hair and weirdness, like a head. Now, anyway, I just want to see what's going on here. I mean, this is pure skill right here. There's no way in hell man made this, and I mean it. Maybe I don't care. I'll stand right here. And then, let's see. Look at that. How it's woven all in there. This is pure time and effort and skill. And there's no way in hell it was man-made that did it. And then it's got that chair and that piece of rod sitting right there because it doesn't know what to do, so it needs something to grab onto when it's getting pissed. That's why it's like that, in my opinion. I can't prove that though, but I mean, that's what I see there. All those plastic PVC pipes. That's from like one of them tents you set up when you're watching a parade or a football game or something. This is a hunch. This is a guess. What's going on here? What's going on here? This is like a vinery right here. All vines. I don't know if they did that. I think they did. And then there's a little spot for the deer to lay under right here. 2 of them. I'll be extra with you. I mean, I don't really know how to say this, but I'm starting to really believe this is all skinwalker stuff. I don't know if it is bipedal humanoid creature or Sasquatch or mimic, lab mutant. Oh my god, that's not deer poop. I'm like in here right now. And anyway, look at all this. I want to see if this is in the ground. They are. They're just bent that way though. Anyway, let me go look at it one more time. I don't believe that man made this. I honestly don't. And I see something that they put there. What is it? I don't know what that is. It's like, it's something though. I honestly don't know what that is. Anyway though, there's a cooler right there that keeps some stuff in. They decorated it with 2 bushes. Okay, that's enough for this section. This is a big deer. Are you sure it's a deer though? That's the next question I want to ask everyone. There's a hair right there. Is that really a deer hair? I don't think so. It's a little long to be a deer hair, in my opinion. So, let me see if I have a Kleenex. Put that specimen in there. I do. Question is where to go. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, this is it. That is a thick hair. Where that was in the root of skin or something. There's 2 of them I found now. Oops. There. Now I'm a true biologist. Taking specimens. Taking samples. Okay. Now who's who? I'm gonna do this. Kind of wrap it up like that. It's a hair, so it'll be alright. Put that in the pocket, deep in there. Need that other bit of napkin in case we need something, other specimens, samples. And anyway, staring at this. It's stone here. I'm not joking. Just put there. Another put. I'm not gonna walk that way. I'm gonna walk this way. Alright, here we go. Do do do. Do 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 do. In situations like this where you touch something and they're gonna know. They already know I'm here because of my footprints. And anyway, that's if they're watching the snow. Oh my god, that's fresh and it stinks. I'm not joking. That is a huge piece of poop, and that is definitely how you say using this to just sit on and poop. It chose to do it like a human. Use that like a toilet. Just sit on the edge, take a dump. I mean, like they said, Steve Irwin said it in one of his shows. R.I.P. Steve Irwin and Aussie, oi, oi, oi. He said it. Poop can tell you a lot. Tell you what type of predators are here or prey, whatnot. Before the phone dies, if it does die, I see another structure over here, and I'm going over here to look at it. I didn't know this even existed. I don't know if it's... There's another bit right there of scat. And anyway, I don't care. I know that this is all like state woods right here, so technically I can be in here. And that big house right there, I don't know if they know that there's stuff right here, or if they did it, or if it was there when they already got there. That's why I want to knock on these people's doors and ask them if they ever seen anything, but technically I'm not established enough to even bother people yet like that, you know what I mean? Since I'm like a rookie Bigfoot watcher, or bipedal humanoid adventure seeker, identifier of signs on nature. I don't know. And anyway, though, what I do know is what I'm looking at right here. This is a big spot right here, and then they built it. I don't know if it was built before the house was there. I'm guessing it was. It's just my guess on it, since how it looks untouched or unfinished. I have no idea when these houses were built. And like I said, as a kid, I remember there was no 11th Street Hill. There was none of this stuff here. And I don't know when they built it all. Must have been in like, I don't know. I honestly don't, because I came back here in 2019 from Vegas, living there when I was 16 to 19. Ran away, went there when I was 16. And anyway, though, is all, in my opinion, bipedal humanoid structure, not man-made. Now, at the end of the day, that's my opinion.